Today we're checking out a brand new model from BMW. This is the 228 Gran Coupe. And yes, it has 4 doors and it's a 2 Series. And you know what? A while ago I just said, forget about it. I'm not even gonna try to figure out their naming structure anymore because the even numbers were supposed to be the 2 doors, right? You know, the 2 and the 4 and the 6 Series. Well, anyways, what's in a name? Let's check it out. Okay, let's have a look at this new BMW, starting from the platform, the size. Well, it's a compact vehicle. It's based off of the X1 and the X2 platform, and it does look a little bit different than some of the other BMWs, probably because of that. This does have the M Sport package, so a few different appearance options like the gloss black grille. Now this kidney grille, some people have called it a butterfly grille because it does have, it kind of tapers off on each end. It's not as conventional as some of the other BMW kidney grills, and I can definitely see that. I don't mind it. It has some good shape, but you have the black accents on the bottom lip right underneath the grille and the inserts here and the vents, and then above that you have standard LED headlamps, and I really like the BMW halo lights. These ones have a 3-dimensional look to them. One thing I've been noticing after driving this for a week is that this 228 has a lot of features, even design features like headlamps and things that you'd find in some of their top models, yet this is their compact car. So coming around to the side here, you have comfort access, as you see. Okay, so you can set this to automatically unlock or lock your car when you get close to it. I have it set for that. That's why this is beeping. It unlocked for me. And with the sport package, you get 19-inch wheels. Yes, 19-inch on a small vehicle like this with a sport package. Plus, the suspension's lowered by 10 millimeters, so you have a real nice, small little gap. It sits really, really good. And you get M Sport brakes. So coming back over here, you can see the roof line tapers down all the way to the back where you have this really short deck lid. So definitely not your traditional sedan as you'd find like in the 3 Series. You also get some nice bright standard LED tail lamps and dual exhaust. Because this has kind of a fastback type of look, it really slopes down. How much room is in the back? And by the way, check out this license plate, J-Lo. So does this 228 have everything? Open up the trunk and check it out. Camera bag. The travel trunk here amazingly fits in straight in. So let's check it out again. All the way in. Can we go sideways? Yes. Also, there is a false floor here. So you can just fold that up. You can put flatter items in here like my tripod and stuff like that. That can go in there. And valuables, you can just close that up and that's it. Of course, if you need more room, the back seats fold down, and check it out. We have a grocery hook. Just because it's small doesn't mean that it can't be full featured. There is everything that you would find in some of the top of the line BMW products that you find in this 228, starting from, well, the packages. Well, there are a couple packages. This has a premium package and it's called the Excellence. So it's the top of the line package. If you want all the options, you just pick that one and it basically comes with everything but the kitchen sink. It's about $8,600. So what do you get with all of that? Well, you get the sports seats, which I love the BMW sports seats. A lot of adjustability, but they're just really comfortable. You have the adjustable thigh support, which I do like. And then there's a steering wheel, which is really important because why? Because this is what you touch the most on your vehicle is when you're driving it. You're touching the steering wheel. And this 228 has an excellent leather wrap steering wheel. It's smooth. There are no sharp threads on it, and it's just the right thickness. Sometimes if it's too thick, it's not good, and too thin, not good either. You have paddle shifters for the transmission, which we'll talk about. This is a heated steering wheel. This has the live cockpit. So standard, you get an 8-inch screen. If you go into this premium package, you get two 12.25-inch screens side by side. You have your instrument cluster. I like how it's configurable, and I like how you can display your navigation right in the center. And you know what? I'm getting used to the reverse RPM. I've mentioned this on a couple other reviews for the new BMW products, where the tach goes from 0 and it goes counterclockwise as opposed to clockwise. But yeah, kind of getting used to it. This comes with a very comprehensive color head-up display. Apple CarPlay also comes with this. No Android Auto yet, but the nice thing, this Apple CarPlay is wireless. So you don't have to plug it in. If you do need to plug it in, there is a USB port in the front and 2 USB-C ports in the back. So depending on what kind of device you have, they've got you covered. And there is also wireless charging in front of that. Controls are easy to use. I would prefer a dial for heating controls, but this is fairly easy. It's a toggle for up and down. This also comes with a Harman Kardon stereo. Big fan of Harman Kardon. Even for their bass systems, it sounds great. This has a panoramic roof. The fit and finish is what you would expect from a BMW. Soft touch materials, everything fits and looks great. There's this motif here that's lit up. It's kind of like I don't know how to describe it, kind of carbon fiber skin-like look. And at first I thought, is it a reflector? But it's a real fine. They must have fiber lights in here. And even the speaker grills, they just integrate so nicely into the door panels. This has BMW's iDrive system, and if you were to compare this with the new Mercedes MBUX system, let's say in the A-Class, you know what, this is a little bit more intuitive, a little easier to use for those that are not so tech savvy, let's say. All right, let's head in the back and see how much room there is in this compact vehicle. This really is my first time sitting in the back. All right. This front seat is set for a person about 5'11", which is moi. And I like that there is quite a bit of height for your feet. Sometimes the seat bottom is very, very short, so you kind of have to wedge your feet in. But yeah, there's a decent amount of room. It's not that wide though for your feet. You have a carve out in the back of the front seat, which BMW has been doing that for years, and it makes a big difference. So if I lean back, my hair touches the back because it does have a slope type of back, but I like the headrest. The headrests feel really good. So there is a hump in the middle. Really, ideally, this would be most comfortable for 4 people. If you put a third in here for a 5-passenger vehicle, it's gonna be a little bit tight. You do have the built-in ISOFIX connectors here for your child seats as well. So yeah, it's definitely decent for a compact car, absolutely. And you have your own air vents as well. Now getting in and out though, the opening is a little bit back, so you kind of have to twist your foot. That sounds pretty good. So what's under the hood of this 228? Let's just call it GC for now. It's shorter than Gran Coupe. This 228 GC has a 2-liter 4-cylinder. That's their twin power turbo, and it puts out 228 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. So there are different modes, and one thing I like about BMW is they give you separate buttons for your drive mode. So it's not just one particular drive mode and you have to cycle through. You have your Eco Pro, which we never ever touch, and you have Comfort and you have your Sport. So let's go into Comfort right now. All right, so we are at a stop sign. That's to the floor. There is a little bit of lag, but this is Comfort mode. Now, if you go into the Sport mode, it does make it better. One thing though is in Comfort mode, the transmission is a little bit on the slow side, especially for downshifting. So if you want a little bit more response from the transmission, you don't even have to go into Sport mode. I just like to just kick that shifter to the left side, you're automatically in sport transmission, and you kick down, and it's a very, very minimal. Now, what's driving the wheels is an XDrive all-wheel drive system. Now, this platform, though, is from the X1, X2. It is mainly a front-wheel bias system. Unlike other BMW sedans where it's mainly a rear drive bias, this is driving the front wheels most of the time, and when it needs extra traction, it actually goes and drives the rear wheels. Now, this uses technology brought through the BMW i3, the electric car, and it's called their ARB, or Actuator Wheel Slip Limitation System. That's a mouthful. So essentially what happens is their slip controller is now connected directly to the engine control unit instead of being connected to the dynamic stability control. And all of that jargon just means that it's shorter distance for the information, meaning you get much quicker response. So this vehicle can respond up to 10 times faster for wheel slippage, and that's not just handy for icy or winter conditions. It's also very handy for cornering and accelerating, or both. Now, some people are going to say, hey, you know, this has to be a rear bias system. You know, this is it's a BMW. I'm telling you right now, there are a lot of cars that are only front wheel drive cars that are a lot of fun to drive. You know, you take, for instance, you have the Volkswagen GTI. You know, you have the Civic Type R. Those are some real engaging fun cars, and they are just front wheel drive. So it doesn't have to be just rear wheel drive to mean you can have a little bit of fun in behind the steering wheel. The transmission is an 8-speed automatic, and you can have paddle shifters like we have right now. So let's just go and gear down here. There is a motorcycle here. What are you doing, you people? Holy smokes. Now, suspension-wise, you can get adaptive dampers on this 228. It is an option. I don't think it's that needed. They've actually tuned it so it is sporty, yet it is fairly compliant. We're on a pretty rough country road right now, and it's not beating you up whatsoever. This 228 GC is no slouch. 0 to 100K in just over 6 seconds. Now, if you want even more performance, of course, you can go to the M235 Gran Coupe. So that takes this 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, but it ups the horsepower to 301 horses, which is quite a bit of a jump. But it's not just computer tuning to do that. It's a different crankshaft, different pistons, different turbo, different cooling, all of that put together, and you get quite a bit more horsepower. On the M235, you also get a mechanical limited slip differential. This one comes with an electronic limited slip. And if you go for that M235i, your 0 to 100K time drops dramatically to about 4.8 seconds. There's a great sound to this. Of course, a premium vehicle, it takes premium fuel, probably no surprise. And brake-wise, let's hit them hard into this corner. Very progressive. They do take a little bit of effort, though, which is not bad. Just be aware of that. They're just not as boosted as much as some others are. Once you get used to it, yeah, very, very, very good brakes. What I like about the 2 Series, it's the size. Cars are getting so big nowadays, and this is not a small vehicle, but it's in the compact class now since everything's gotten so much bigger, and it's just so nimble and it's so fun to drive. I'm just wondering, like, this could be basically the size of what my 3 Series was. You just feel like flicking into the corners, you feel like you can fit into anywhere, easy to maneuver in the city. And it's not too bad in the pocketbook at the fuel pump, even though it uses premium fuel. It averages 8.8 liters per 100K in combined city and highway driving. That's pretty respectable for something you can have a lot of fun in and carry up to 5 people. I am loving what these luxury manufacturers are offering in their compact category now, like this 228 Gran Coupe. First of all, you have all the features, you got a lot of technology, you have a lot of driving technology, lots of power, good performance, yet you don't have to pay a huge amount for it. This starts at $45,000 and it goes up to about $55,000 as you see here, and you get a lot for your money. You know, a decade ago when I bought my 3 Series, it was another $10,000 on top of that, and my 3 Series didn't have anywhere near the features that this 228 has. Whoa, don't go anywhere yet. If you like this or any of the hundreds of videos on this channel, make sure just give it a thumbs up at least. Why? Because first of all, you liked it, and second, because it's free. It doesn't cost you a single cent, and what in life is still free? This is one of them. Also, subscriptions are free too. Hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever I put out a new video. And without your support, I can't keep on making new videos, and we all like new things. Aren't we all sick of reruns on TV now? Anyways, now you can click the next video, hit that trackpad or on your phone, get on to the next everyday review. Cheers.